so lovely. Oh, so frigid and cold.
A little recap on what happened last week.
Sunny day in Colorado, March 1st-ish. So this is what the inside of the door looks like originally. And I had to peel it apart so I could see or remind myself how the hardware went together, because I've got my door shells on and I put a little silicone on the back side of them, and I've got some 4x4s just kind of hold them in place. So I can screw on the back plates without the whole door being assembled. Got the other side kind of set. Let's see how far we get. This is the other side of the door process. My little happy snack. Got my hardware out. As soon as they're dry, on the shells, the handles are dry, I'm going to put these in. They've got these adjustable latches that will install. There you go. Let's see if I can show you what's going on. Door frames are on, handles are in. My only issue is on two sides. The bottom edge of my slide out, this guy right here, actually interferes with the door opening. So I've got to figure out something. So I get that one closed without it coming open. Figure out something. So it's about 3/4 of an inch shy. It's just the gears. And I gotta figure out something to trim it out and trim the door down to make it work. Alright guys, got the truck running to charge the batteries because I'm running the slide outs off the truck battery. But here is my hot water heating bay, almost done. I've got supports built down below. I've got an exhaust hole. This is 11 gauge aluminum. I've got aluminum on that side, and I had to replace that guy right there with aluminum because of the heat coming off the exhaust. I couldn't have this Lexan on the sides. I still have a piece in the back but I've got to drill my mounting holes for the hydronic heater, and I've had to add some aluminum supports. Down below, so there's the hydronic bay, pretty well wrapped up. Here is the water bay, and if you look at the door, this is the door I had to cut. And what I did is when this slide out arm pushes out and the door is closed, it actually bumps that little guy. I've got a steel bar attached to the trim piece on a couple hinges that I'll end up painting to match, and I put a little cable in, just a little wire to keep it from banging on the door so I didn't scratch up the powder coat. But when the arm's out, the door actually opens past the slide out arm, and the slide out arm can come out with the door closed, and when we travel I just flip it up and that's it. But the bays are pretty close. This is just a storage bay. I've got a little bit of sealant to do on the edge. I've got my door seals around the perimeter to put in. Obviously it's rained and snowed pretty hard last night, so I got some moisture inside the bays, but once they're sealed up, that's not gonna happen. And the other side's pretty much the same. Battery bay. Pretty well wrapped up. I've got to clean things up a little bit, but the bays are reasonably close. Obviously I've got electrical to put in for lights and the actuators for the locks, insulation in the internal shell. Here are the controls for the jacks. There's the hydraulic levelers for the front and rear jacks, and obviously hydraulic tank. And then all I'm doing is running leads for my slide out motors to my positive and just the negative on the pump, because it's grounded, to run the slide outs. And yeah, that's the base. And then this side, same as the other, with the slide out arm coming out and kicking this guy open and closed. And that's it. Latest update coming along, tube, coming along. So with the slide outs out, you get close enough, you can see what I had to do. What that allows me to do is actually open the bay door when the slide outs are out, which may actually have to happen.